Hey guys, welcome back to the Real Southern Garden. I'm Sarah, coming to you from the rose garden, and as you can see, it is all wrapped up for winter. I've got my fountain covered back here. That's actually not the proper fountain cover, but it is. I got to go search in that barn to find the right one. But anyway, it's safe for now. However, it's like 75 degrees today, but a week ago it was 25. So you gotta love the South. Anyway, today we're gonna go to Lowe's. So this is actually yesterday. I film these intros very often after the video, the shopping video, or whatever it is when I go out to do a garden tour, shopping video, etc. So I actually went to Lowe's yesterday, and that is why behind me you can see this new piece of garden art. We're gonna go to Lowe's in this video, and we're gonna look at the garden art that they have. I have had my eye on this planter that's behind me for quite some time, and I finally bought it yesterday. Also, while I was there, they had a ton of planters on sale. These were not on sale when I was there 2 weeks ago, I think it was, but big planters. So if you need some nice plastic, big, almost like the 18-inch by 18-inch planters for roses, perhaps, or, some very large shrub, or if you're looking for ceramic planter. They still had the terracotta, the large size with 50% off, but they had all of the different like Allen and Roth brand, all kinds of brands of really big containers, small containers, all of those on sale right now. Also on the inside where they have their indoor plants, and I have a long-term goal to have an indoor plant room. We have a little bit right now, but we're not quite there yet. But anyway, in there, they also have their indoor plant containers on sale, which are great for amaryllis bulbs or anything like that. So in this video, we're going to check out the garden art there. And of course, spoiler alert, I actually buy it. There it is behind me. This little guy right here, it reminds me of a really beautiful display that they have at the Atlanta Botanical Garden called The Lady of the Lake. And my oldest daughter just loves her. And so it's kind of like there's a memory attached to that for my family. So this has always reminded me of her. And it's kind of like my own little version of the Lady of the Lake at my house. So I plan to put some moss on her, maybe on the front of her face. And obviously I'm going to put something in her. She's a planter. And she's part of my rose garden now. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to keep her there or move her back. I'm not sure yet. Or buy a pedestal to put her on. I don't know. But it looks great on like a tree stump or something like that. I just think it's a really cute little thing to add to the garden. And what I like about it is, of course, if you're interested, they probably have them at your Lowe's too. I think it's pretty much nationwide. They carry a lot of the same garden art. Also, I saw on Facebook Marketplace this same exact planter right there behind me. This particular store also sells some really high-end pieces on Facebook Marketplace. They have like a little local shop. They had that same one with some gold painted on it for $100, and I got mine for under $40. So, I mean, I could put some gold on her and she'd be the same thing. So I was excited to have this. Anyway, let's get to Lowe's. Let me show you what's on sale. We'll do a swing by the clearance rack. I did pick up a few things there too. Still have some shrubs 50% off also. So let's go to Lowe's. Let's see what they have. It's going to be fun. Come on, guys, let's go. All right, here we go at Lowe's. So this is their section of their concrete garden art. And I really also like this little turtle, but I'm not quite sure, or tortoise, whatever it is. I'm not sure that it goes with my garden quite the way that it needs to, but I love this. I'm going to call her the Lady of the Rose Garden. I just think that she's beautiful, and it's going to be really fun to change out with different plants, different times of the year. I think putting some moss and having that grow on her face will be really fun too. So she's $39.48, and I did take her home with me, as you guys saw. Then they have larger concrete planters like these. These run about $100 for all of these, but the ones that are on sale are coming up in a second, and those are going to be their plastic or plastic resin mixed containers and that sort of thing. Their bird baths are also really nice. I think they're good quality, and they have quite a few different kind of sizes and looks to those. And they were just under $60 for each one of them, depending on, the color or the $54.98, the size that you choose. And I always like the look of concrete benches too in a garden. I think they just look so, they look classy in my opinion. $89.98 for those. I do not have a concrete bench in my garden, but maybe one day we will see. Let's look at the clearance rack while we're back here really quick. So they have Sunshine Ligustrum. They had quite a few of those that were on sale. And then they had a couple Arborvitae. They have a little bit of, some brown going on there. $24.99 was the original price, I believe. But they would be okay. Could nurse them back to health. And then they had a ton of cyclamen. And like I said, if you're living down south, if you're in like Houston, these are gonna just go for you. They're gonna be really great in the wintertime. Probably get too hot in the summer, but in the Atlanta area, they make it through my summers most years and my winters. So my mom and I just picked some of those up. They were $4 a piece. They were originally $6.48. So they were $4 a piece for each one. And I think we got 8 of them. And then they also had some sedum, which is a great plant to add to your garden. They would be half off because they're $16.98. So they'd be 50% off. They're perennial, of course, and they bloom when a lot of things aren't blooming in the fall. So 2 different varieties that they had. They had this pink color, and then they also had a red variety. I think I have it at the end of the video also. And then, of course, this is the color of the cyclamen that we picked up, this pink one. And then my mom did buy a few of the red also. And then here's that red sedum, also really gorgeous. That would be $4 on sale. So these are the 2 cyclamen I picked out to put in my Lady of the Rose Garden planter. And then here we have some more planters back here. These are $130 for that really big size, but those are plastic also. So I'm going to take you back to, I believe these are ceramic, painted ceramic. These guys back here. I really love this large size. They were right at $100. They are very, very heavy. They are not on sale, but I just wanted to show you those before we get to the ones that are on sale on this back wall, which of course are plastic. Plastic are great though for being able to move around. They do a lot of plastic blends now that just hold up pretty well in UV. But these are gorgeous, $94 for that kind of squared off bottom. I love this dark blue one right here. It was $120. Really pretty, just gorgeous on a patio. And they are art in their own right, in my opinion. When you really have colorful planters like this, I just think they are so beautiful. Okay, so first things over here, they have the giant terracotta pot down at the bottom, $29.98. So that is still on sale from what it was. Then we have all of these other planters. You can see the original is $17. It's on sale for $11.67. That's right around 40%. It's a pretty good little percentage off. That one was $19.98, I believe it says. It's on sale for $12.97. Just, some really good values out there right now. I remember when I worked at the online rose nursery, I got so many calls for people looking for containers to plant their roses. And we recommended, of course, 18-inch by 18-inch sizes, or very close to it. You could get by with 16-inch by 16, especially if it's a first, second year rose. Likely it would be fine in that for an entirety, it would be just okay. But these are the kind of planters that you want to put a rose in, or any kind of shrub like that, a camellia even. Camellias are very slow growers. This blue one, really beautiful, $14.97. These are all lightweight and movable. You don't have to worry about getting rollers so much for them because they're gonna be plastic. But you could do rollers if you wanted to, because when you do get the dirt in them, of course, they're a little bit heavier. But just some really beautiful colors, everything on sale right now. This is the time to get your containers and your beautiful planters for your garden. And here's just one long shot of all the colors. I just love to look at all the colors of the planters. They're so gorgeous. This brown one, $32.17 for that size. These are giant. Look at this one, $23.97 down from $36 and some change. The Allen & Roth brand, beautiful planter, huge. You could put boxwood in that. You could put camellia in that. You could put a small tree, a Japanese maple would do okay in there for quite some time. The dwarf ones would be fine forever. You have to replant them every 3 years or so with fresh dirt. However, you want to do that. But these are some big planters and just, a great little sale going on. And then they have some nice little garden art. Some of these were on sale too. These are resin, so they're not going to be terracotta or concrete or any of that kind of, formulation. These are lightweight and they're resin, but some people really like that because they're obviously very light. They're very easy to move around. But a lot of these were on sale. These little lanterns back here were also discounted. Those look really beautiful in trees or off your back patio. They're all solar. This little doggy was solar. It's very, very cute. And then my Lowe's also had these beautiful fountains at the very tippy top. That is glazed ceramic, I believe. $169 for that one, $179 here. This one was $199. That last one looks like it's resin. They're at the very tippy top, so I couldn't see it, but they have those as options. So if you want to look at those on the website, you can see what they look like in real life on my channel. Hopefully that helps you out. I think they're really pretty. Indoors, they have some of their poinsettias already, and then they have not all of their indoor planters, but a lot of them are on sale. So these are great for amaryllis bulbs, paper whites. 'Tis the season for that. They also make great gifts. So some really cool stuff inside as well on sale for planters. I really love all of these blue, the different shades of blue. I think that those are absolutely gorgeous. I love to see like a theme where people have different shades of blue or different shades of gray, or, that one's frost resistant. That's always nice to have. And then let's do one little swing down the Christmas aisle. And I always say this is a great place to bring your grandkids or your kids, and it's free because they just love to look at all the Christmas trees lit up. and you could just take them right on by, and they just absolutely have a field day. So I'm going to show you a couple of the prices on some of these trees. I remember in the 1980s when I was growing up and fig trees were like 40 bucks. It's not quite that way now. But a lot of these are beautiful. They look real. They don't even look like fake trees anymore. All right, and this is what we got. We got these cyclamen. It's almost a full flat of them. And they do really well for my mom and I here. They come back. They're kind of like almost perennials, honestly. They say they only go to 40 degrees, but we have them make it through the winter and the summers in containers with mulch around them. I don't know. Anyway, so we bought some on the clearance rack to have for this winter, and I think they're going to be beautiful, especially if they make it all the way to Valentine's Day, and I think they just might. I'm also going to stick a couple back there in my new planter. I think they'll look really nice. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked today's video. And if you did, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your world. And I'll see you guys back here next time in the next video right here at the Real Southern Garden.